We continue with the part 3 of the SHS Core Mathematics Objective Past Question WASSCE 2024. In the diagram, PR is a tangent to the circle at Q. The center of the circle is O and the angle QOS is 108 degrees. Use the information to answer the question below. Find the angle OSQ. And so we are being asked to find the angle given by OSQ. That's the angle here. So now we should know that the line from Q to O is the radius of the circle, and the line from O to S is also the radius of the circle, which implies that this line is the same as this line, right? Hence, triangle OSQ is an isosceles triangle, and so we can find the angle given at these areas. We can redraw this triangle. Now, since this triangle is an isosceles triangle, if this angle is A, here will also be A, because these two angles will be the same. And so now let's find A. By definition, the interior angles of a right angle sum up to 180 degrees. And so we are going to have 108 degrees plus A is equal to 180 degrees. So we now solve for A. So we add like terms and group terms. So that's going to be 2A plus 108 degrees is equal to 180 degrees. Hence, we are going to have 2A is equal to 180 degrees minus 108 degrees. So 2A is equal to 72 degrees. So since we have to find A, we have to divide by the coefficient of A. That's 2A divided by 2 is equal to 72 degrees divided by 2. Hence, A is equal to 36 degrees. And so the correct option is option C. We are given this diagram and we have to calculate the value of T in the diagram above. To solve this question, we draw a parallel line through angle T. And so we are going to have these dotted lines here. Redrawing this diagram gives. Now let's call this angle say A, and we call this angle say B. Now by definition, angles on a straight line sum up to 180 degrees, and so we are going to have 140 plus B should be equal to 180 degrees. So that's 140 degrees plus B should be equal to 180 degrees. Solving for B gives B is equal to 180 degrees minus 140 degrees. B is equal to 40 degrees. That's angle B is 40 degrees. So we should know that these angles are vertically opposite angles, right? And since vertically opposite angles are equal, it implies that A is equal to 35 degrees. So here we are going to use the idea of alternating angles and corresponding angles. Angle A and the angle given here are alternating angles, right? So it implies that the angle given here is equal to 35 degrees. And also angle B and the angle given here are alternating angles, that's Z angles, and so this angle is given as 40 degrees. So here is going to be 40 degrees. Now, T is the sum of these two angles, right? And so we are going to have 40 degrees plus 35 degrees, which is 75 degrees. Thus, T is equal to 40 degrees plus 35 degrees, which is equal to 75 degrees. And so the correct option is option C. Given that 6 times 7 is equal to y mod 8, find the value of y. This symbol represents the multiplication symbol. And so we just have to multiply 6 by 7. So we are going to have 6 multiplying 7, which is equal to 42. Then we now divide 42 by 8. Thus, we are going to have 42 divided by 8. And this is going to give us 5 remainder 2. And so 42 mod 8 is equal to 2. Hence, the correct option is option A. Given the statements P and Q, the statement P or Q is false if and only if For an or statement to be false, then it implies that both conditions should be false. And so this statement will be false if and only if P is false and Q is false. And so the correct option is option C. What is the gradient of the equation of the line from the table below? By definition, the gradient of a line is defined to be the change in y over change in x. That's y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. And so from this table, we can pick any of these points as y1, y2, and the corresponding x values as x1 and x2 respectively. And so let's choose the point 1 as y1. So we are going to have y1 to be equal to 1, which implies that x1 will be equal to 0. Then let's choose the point 4 to be our y2. And so y2 will be equal to 4, which implies that x2 should be equal to 6. Now let's find the gradient. The gradient m is defined to be y2 minus y1, which is 4 minus 1 divided by x2 minus x1. That will be 6 minus 0. And so we are going to have 3 on 6, which is equal to 1/2. The gradient is 1 over 2. Thus, the correct option is option A. Find the equation of the line described by the table below. This table is the same table we used to solve the previous question. So from the previous question, we know that the gradient m was given as 1 over 2. Now to find the equation of a line, we use the formula y minus y1 is equal to m x minus x1. Here we can pick any of the y points as y1 and its corresponding x points as x1. Picking the point 3, 4, we are going to have y1 to be equal to 3 and x1 to be equal to 4. And so the equation of the line will be given as y minus 3 is equal to m was defined to be 1/2, then x minus 4. Now let's simplify further. So we are going to have y minus 3 is equal to x on 2 minus 4 on 2. Simplifying this gives y minus 3 is equal to x on 2 minus 2. So we can now multiply through by 2. So we are going to have 2y minus 6 is equal to x minus 4. Thus, we are going to have 2y is equal to x minus 4 plus 6. So 2y is equal to x plus 2. Hence, the equation of the line is 2y is equal to x plus 2. And so the correct option is option B. The second term of a geometric progression GP is 9. If the fourth term is 81, find the common ratio. By definition, a geometric progression GP is defined to be summation n starting from 0 to infinity ARN, which is a plus AR squared plus AR cubed to infinity. So here A is the first term and R is the common ratio. And R is the common ratio. And so from the question, we are being told that the fourth term of the sequence is 81. And so we are going to have AR cube is equal to 81. Because based on this series, A is the first term, AR is the second term, and so the fourth term is AR cube. And also we are being told that the second term is 9. Thus AR is equal to 9. And we are being asked to find the common ratio R. So here we are going to divide AR cube by AR. And so thus we are going to have AR cube divided by AR, which is equal to 81 divided by 9. A will cancel A and R will cancel one of these, so here we'll be left with R squared. Thus we are going to have R squared is equal to 81 divided by 9 is given as 9, and so we find the square root, so that will be R is equal to square root of 9, which is plus or minus 3. Hence the common ratio is 3 or minus 3. And so the correct option is option D. A cylindrical container closed at both ends has radius of 3 centimeters and height of 4 centimeters. What is the total surface area of the container? Take pi to be 22 on 7. The total surface area of a cylinder closed at both ends is given as 2 pi r squared plus 2 pi r h. And from the question we have h to be 4 centimeters and the radius r to be equal to 3 centimeters and pi to be 22 on 7. Thus, to find the total surface area, we have to substitute these guys into the given formula. And so we are going to have the total surface area will be given as 2 multiplying pi, which is 22 on 7, multiplying r squared, which is 3 centimeters all squared, plus 2 multiplying pi, which is 22 on 7, times r, and r is given as 3 centimeters, multiplying the height, which is 4 centimeters. So we have to punch this into a calculator to get our final results. Thus, we are going to have 132 centimeters squared. And so the correct option is option B. The diameter of a bicycle wheel is 21 centimeters. If the wheel makes 8 complete revolutions, what is the total distance covered by the wheel? Take pi to be 22 on 7. To solve this question, it's better for us to draw the bicycle wheels. So let's take this circle as our bicycle wheel. And we are being told that the diameter of this bicycle wheel is 21 centimeters. By definition, the radius of a circle is defined to be the diameter divided by 2. And from this question, the diameter is defined to be 21 centimeters. So we are going to divide it by 2, which is going to give us 10.5 centimeters. Thus, the radius of this circle or of this bicycle wheel is 10.5 centimeters. Thus, from the center to any point of the circle is 10.5 centimeters. Here, we should note that 1 complete revolution is equal to the circumference of the circle. And so we compute the circumference of this given bicycle wheel. By definition, the circumference of a circle is defined to be 2 pi r. And from the question, we have pi to be 22 on 7. And the radius was found to be 10.5 centimeters. Thus, the circumference is 66 centimeters. And so 1 complete revolution is given as 66 centimeters. And from the question, we are being told that we have to find out of 8 complete revolutions. So we have to multiply our answer by 8. And so 8 complete revolutions will be 8 times 66 centimeters, and which is equal to 528 centimeters. So the correct option is option D. Find the value of x in the diagram above. By definition, the sum of the exterior angles of a polygon is equal to 360 degrees. Thus, we are going to add all these angles and we equate it to 360 degrees. Thus, we are going to have 2x plus x plus 10 plus 4x plus 50 plus 20 plus 3x is equal to 360. We now add like terms, and so we are going to have 2x plus x, which is 3x, plus x, 7x, plus x, which is 10x, plus then 10 plus 50, which is 60, plus 20, which is 80, is equal to 360. So we group like terms. That's going to give us 10x is equal to 360 minus 80. Thus, 10x is equal to 280. We now divide by the coefficient of x, so that will be 10x divided by 10 is equal to 280 divided by 10. Thus, x is equal to 28. The correct option is option D. The interior angles of a triangle are y plus 10 degrees, 2y minus 40 degrees, and 3y minus 90 degrees. Which of the following accurately describes the triangle? We first draw a triangle. Now, suppose this angle is y plus 10 degrees, and this angle is 2y minus 40 degrees, and this angle is 3y minus 90 degrees. By definition, the sum of the interior angles of a triangle is equal to 180 degrees. So we are going to have y plus 10 degrees plus 3y minus 90 degrees plus 2y minus 40 degrees is equal to 180 degrees. Now we solve for y. So we are going to have y plus 10 plus 3y minus 90 plus 2y minus 40 is equal to 180. Adding like terms gives 6y minus 120 is equal to 180. Thus 6y is equal to 180 plus 120. So 6y is equal to 300. Hence, y is equal to 50. Now that we know the actual value for y, we now compute the actual values for these angles. So with the first angle, we have y plus 10, which implies that the actual value will be 50 plus 10. That's 60 degrees. Now for this angle, we have it to be 2y minus 40, and so we are going to have 2 multiplying 50 minus 40 degrees. Now 2 times 50 is 100 minus 40, which is going to give us 60 degrees. With the last angle, we have it to be 3y minus 90 degrees. So we are going to have 3y is now 50 minus 90. 3 times 50 is 150 minus 90, which is going to give us 60 degrees. And so all these angles are the same. Thus, they are all equal to 60 degrees. Since the angles are the same, which is 60, 60, 60, then this triangle is an equilateral triangle. And so the correct option is option C. Simplify 3 log x plus log y minus 2 log z. To solve this question, we need to know the roots of logarithm. For example, if we have a log x, this is equal to log of x exponent a. And if we have log of x plus log of y, so since these guys are adding, we are going to have log of x multiplying y. And also if we have log of x minus log of y, this is the same as log of x divided by y. These are some of the rules. Using the rules of logarithm, we are going to have log of x cubed plus log of y minus log of z squared. Now these two guys are adding, so we are going to have log of x cubed multiplying y, then minus log of z squared. Now here these guys are subtracting, so we are going to divide. So that's, we are going to have log of x cubed multiplying y divided by z squared. Hence our answer is log of x cubed y divided by z squared. And so the correct option is option D. Simplify a exponent minus 1 over 4 multiplying a exponent 1/2 divided by a exponent minus 1/2. We first solve for the numerator part, and so we are going to have a exponent minus 1 over 4 multiplying a exponent 1/2. So now here the bases are the same and they are multiplying, so we are going to add their exponents. Thus we are going to have a exponent minus 1 over 4 plus 1 over 2. This is going to give us a exponent 1 over 4. And so we can rewrite this question as a exponent 1 over 4 divided by a exponent minus 1 half, because the numerator part is equal to a exponent 1 over 4. We will now solve for this part. Now we have the bases to be the same and they are dividing, so we are going to subtract their exponents. So that's a exponent 1 over 4 minus 1 over 2. So that's, we're going to have a exponent 1 over 4 plus 1 over 2. Thus, we are going to have a exponent 3 over 4. And so the correct option is option A.